So after a few weeks of saying nothing, Jim Rutherford finally gave us some clarity. He called it a rebuild or a retool, whatever you want to call it, but either way, this week felt like a turning point for this team. The media pressure, the trade rumors, the statement from management, and somehow through all of that, the Canucks went out and beat a surging Anaheim Ducks team, then lost a winnable game to San Jose. Let's talk about it. After that brutal loss to Calgary last week, Rutherford finally addressed the elephant in the room. He said this team is entering some kind of retool, rebuild, and apparently Quinn Hughes is in the loop about it. If you saw my last video, you know I've been saying it's time to just pick a direction, and maybe they listened to me. I don't know. They made it clear that some of their veteran players are available, so we're likely talking about players like Evander Kane, Kiefer Sherwood, Teddy Bluger, Derek Forbert. I could see a trade happening for Sherwood soon, the value's there. Personally, I'd wait until the deadline, same with Evander Kane. I thought maybe they'd keep Kane around until he reached 1,000 games for his hometown team. Maybe not. Maybe I'm the only one thinking of that. Anyways, coming into this game against Anaheim, no Kevin Lankinen, no Thatcher Demko, but Nikita Tolopilo got the start. Anyways, the Canucks opened the scoring off of a rebound, Linus Karlsson, bang. I made a video on him this summer saying he could be a sleeper 15, 20 goal guy for this Canucks bottom six. He's heating up, 3 goals in his last 5 games at this point. You love to see it. Vander Kane scored on the power play shortly after. Of course, he's going to start putting up points now that he's potentially on the trade block, upping that trade value so he can start stockpiling first round picks like Infinity Stones. Start of the second period, of course, Anaheim scores 9 seconds in. Connor Garland's goal was unreal. Shorty called it stick handling in a phone booth, and that's facts. One of the nicest goals I've seen this season. Some decent chances after that. Vander Kane hit the post, but Anaheim tied it late in the second, making it 3-3. You already know this team can't play with a lead. It's just so exhausting. But then Max Sasson gets the go-ahead goal with 4 minutes left. Drew O'Connor sealed it with the empty netter. Ducks did get one back, but it was too late. Canucks won this game 5-4. Tolopilo gets his first NHL win of the season, finishing the game with 37 saves. Say what you want about this team, but that was a good gutsy road win. They hung in there. Heading into the next game, the matinee game in San Jose, bit of an early start, but coming off a solid win, and I'm thinking, what if they play their way out of a rebuild? The Kiefer Sherwood trade buzz is getting louder, which means he's probably not re-signing as a Canuck, which I get with where this team is at. If they can maximize value on a 30-year-old with a great cap hit, it makes sense, but the fan in me, it sucks. He's become one of my favorite Canucks. The work ethic, the sellies, the goal scoring this year, I'm just enjoying the time we have left with Sherwood. For me, he'll always be a Canucks legend. Anyways, Tolopilo gets the start again this game. Then Besser scored shortly after to give the Canucks the early lead. That's 450 points as a Canuck for Brock Besser. My guy. Then we go right back to the usual, the new normal. Canucks taking penalties and the Sharks scoring on the power play. 1-1 game. Start of the second, Tom Willander had a great scoring opportunity. This guy already looks like one of our best defensemen. I pray we do not trade him, because we're going to need him if Quinn Hughes gets traded. Yes, then Petey doing Petey things, scoring a disgusting goal. Disgusting. For the people that still complain about his $11.6 million cap hit, again, let's keep that same energy with other players around the league. For example, let's look at the New Jersey Devils. They currently sit atop the Metro Division, and their leading point scorers have 22 points, which is conveniently the same as Elias Pettersson. Yes, he's making $11.6 million, and that frustrates a lot of fans. But if you watch these Canucks games, he's their best player with a roster full of passengers most nights. Give the man some better quality wingers, it'll be a different story, I guarantee it. The sad truth is, it wouldn't matter if Petey scored 100 points a year, 200 points a year, 300 points a year. The haters would still find something to hate about him. It's the sad truth in this market. There's always a punching bag. Doesn't matter what you do. Anyways, an absolutely beautiful goal of the year. Book it, lock it in. Wow. San Jose scored shortly after on a weird sequence. After review, it was determined a goal. Canucks finished this game 0 for 7 on the power play. This game was winnable, very winnable. 1 point out of this game would have been nice. The power play stunk. completely stunk. What are we doing? Why are we not shooting and shooting everything? Do we not realize that when you're not shooting on a power play, it's just incredibly easy for San Jose's PK to defend? You know, there were multiple power play attempts where they were just passing it around, playing hot potato. Power play is so predictable when Hughes hogs the puck, if I'm being honest. That, in my opinion, was the difference maker in this game. San Jose capitalized on their chances and scored on their power plays. Canucks just didn't. That's why they lost this game. It's just not good enough. Change things up. Stop running it back when it shouldn't be a situation to just run it back. Watching them on the power play, it's like Adam Foote is telling them, okay, we're not allowed to shoot until we've completed 5 passes to 5 different players. It's so stupid. Just shoot the fucking puck, give the goalie a challenge, create more havoc and chaos in the crease. Stop being so fucking nonchalant. Overall, another frustrating / disappointing game for the Canucks. 34 shots, 0 power play goals, and they came up short. 0 points in this game. So yeah, a bit of a wild week, a rebuild somewhat confirmed. We're just waiting now for that first domino to fall. Couple gritty games against division rivals, and the outside noise will continue to grow the longer we go without making a move. What do you guys think of the Canucks' performance the last 2 games, as well as what Rutherford spoke about earlier this week? Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're so close to 500 subs, and I appreciate all the support lately. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.